Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's the Ghost. The Ghost with all the automated factories you could ever ask for. And more. Welcome back. As you can see, we got a Hub 3.0 buzzing away. I was putting some rail in for a project we'll be working on today, I hope. Oh boy, this thing is awesome. I love these larger machines. It gives you a lot of options, and they're fun to work with. The automated machines, automated factories. So we'll go over the hub in a second, but let me show you. Well, let's queue up some research here first. I did start this. I started recording and I started the research. And I was like, oh, crap. You know what? It was going too long, so we got to hurry. This takes so long to get through all this crap. All right, so all the research is done. I had a lot of bottlenecks that came up that I had to fix. Once I upped the science amount, because we doubled the pi science. And what that did is it also, sucked more of the automation science in, and the logistics science was fine. It ran great. But, yeah, I had a lot of, what happened was the trains were running a lot more, and my wood build started to crap out, because I have two, one in the beginning and one that I added, and they're all antiquated, so I've had to go through some things and update. Look at that fish in there. That is a cool fish. All right, fish stage 2. So we have 50 fish hydrolysate. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm just trying to figure that out. So we have 10 fish go in. Oh, a use for sodium hydroxide. Cool. Water and sulfuric acid gives us this fish hydrolysate. And this is going to come into play later. Now, this is really cool. Fish oil and ash gives us lube. Very interesting. I'm sure we're gonna be using that for our next tier belt, which red belt. Oh boy, it's a nightmare. 3 fish food. Oh, okay, 3. Now, whenever you see something like plastic or tin, it's the container that the fish food goes into, or whatever food, like the Vrauk food we did. Remember, it had a tin plate. Well, that's a tin can. Think about it. It is pretty. That is really cool, and attention to detail that I really like in this mod. So we're throwing bones and lard in there, some flowers, some skin. Hey, throw some fish in there, some mushrooms, seaweed, and then we steam it up. And we throw it into a container, plastic container. That is pretty cool. Automated factory. So that is interesting. It's a pretty big chain there of stuff. So now we get fish eggs, which we're using a filtration media. We haven't used these yet, but I have a feeling we're going to be rebuilding our fish build. So we get fish food on top of that, 12 fish, phytoplankton, which is tin ore, and then saline water. And then we get 30 fish eggs and wastewater. And wastewater is going to become a thing I think it's methanol. Yeah, methanol. We get methanol from our wastewater, from the fishies. Fish MK1, lamp, filtration media, biomass, fish, eggs, fish food, oxygen, saline water. Now we're getting 10 fish from... or 20 fish from 10 eggs, so that's a pretty good yield there. Now, I noticed that the fish farm that I have built, it was solely for, getting the gearbox, so we can get up and running. It's really slow. It is painfully slow, so it'd be nice to get a better fish build. And then we finally get fish MK2s, 5 filtration medias, fish food, fish, seaweed, and phytoplankton. And then we have a 0.5% chance to get MK2 fish. And that one gives us a speed of 150, as you can see down there, below the bloop bloop. And then we get a potential of return on 10 fish. 50% return. Potential. 50% potential of getting our 10 fish back. Or, I should say, 50% chance to get 50% of our fish back. So we may get 10 all the time, 10 out of our 20. So we're going to have a fish producer to, obviously get this, keep this going. MK2 fish eggs. which are generated from 4 fish MK2s, phytoplankton, saline water. And then we get 10 fish egg MK2s. We get a 50% chance to get another 2 for a total of 12. And then a 50% chance to get 2 regular fish eggs and then wastewater. Okay, cool. And here's the MK2 fish. And this is something, I don't know. This is kind of weird. We are bringing in fish oil, saline water, seaweed, fish eggs, filtration media, and lamp. And we get 6 MK2 fish, 50% chance for 2 more for 8. And we get a few fish back out of that, regular fish and wastewater. So there's that MK2. Now, oh, and this is here we go. This is, I was looking at this. Wastewater to urea. So what's nice about this is, well, what's interesting is we have a urea build for our batteries. We need urea for the science pack, logistics science pack. I think it's, I can't remember. And also we need urea for, building these MK2 things, right? So yeah, we need it in 2 spots in our logistics science pack. So this would be a nice little, kind of, I guess it would save us some time and effort by kicking this back into the system. So that's kind of nice. The Zogna bacteria and the manure processing, with the Augs, I guess that would take care of that. I don't know how consistent we can get this or, whatever, because we have to consume the fish to get this wastewater in order to process it in the evaporator. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, like I said, I did a little bit of it. I scrapped a recording, so... But I was doing was talking like I am now. I was going over research on a few things, and it was like, oh my god, it's too long. Rare earth technology. This is why the episode went long. Rare earth ore. So we mine this stuff. We crush it. First stage, we get all that stone. Holy cow, that's a lot of stone. And then we take it and we ball mill it and get gravel. So we're getting, more refined. Now we're turning it into a liquid, rare earth mud. We're popping some iron ore out of there. And we get rare earth dust we need to take the rare earth dust and combine it with organic solvent to get the rare earth mud in an agitator. Okay, rare earth concentrate in an evaporator. We're pulling some iron oxide out of there. We get the rare earth concentrate. Then we take which is what we get, concentrate. This is a solution with cyanic acid. We get chromite sand and rare earth concentrate. Interesting. Same thing. Rare earth solution. That's down here. So until you get this stuff down on the ground and start looking at it, it's kind of tough to understand it. But now here's another one. Rare earth solution. 150 sulfuric acid. We get 5 copper ore and more rare earth concentrate. Here's rare earth oxides, 10 rare earth concentrate. We're pulling out oxide, iron oxide, and getting rare earth oxides. Okay, and then now we're taking the dust, sulfuric acid, and 2,000 water. Holy cow. Rich dust, sand, rare earth mud, and tons of steam. FTS reactor. Oh, and here's the rare earth extractor. So that's where you put that on a node and you get a ton of it out, a real crazy amount. And then rare earth mud plus sulfuric acid. We get rare earth slurry and tailings. Here's the rare earth solution. Rare earth slurry plus ammonia. And now we're getting uranium ore. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what, might have to burn that up in a pie burner, but because I don't know if we have an answer for it. And that's if we get to this anytime soon. So rare earth solution comes out of that. And then we have a new building. A centrifugal pan, I think, is new. So we get that. Okay, that's crazy stuff right there. I don't know what we're going to use that in. I'll skip these that are not important. Oh, and then here's a better seaweed recipe. We get limestone, saline water, and carbon dioxide. And we get 20 seaweed out of that. And then molybdenum trioxide plus fertilizer plus 5 seaweed and 200 water. We get the seaweed MK2. The fertilizer isn't too bad. I looked at it already, so we'll queue that up. And then that's here, right here. Let's go ahead and queue it up now. Ash, biomass, bones, urea, and blood. 10 fertilizer, and then we got another one. Fish, hydrosate. And we get 3 fertilizer out of that. Okay, and then we get 10 out of this one. Ash, biomass, urea, and seaweed. So it's not too bad to get some fertilizer, and that'll be to create our MK2 seaweed. Let's go back to this one here, and then now we're getting cobalt fluoride, cobalt extract, rare earth oxides, and acid gas plus hot air gives us this fluoride stuff. And then they had a fluoride ore in Angels, which we used to make I think it was hydrogen fluoride or something. So this is kind of interesting. Copper, rare earth ore, and nickel gives us mixed ores with a little bit of stone out of that, kicked out of that. And then we get cobalt extract now. Mixed ores, pressurized air, and cyanic acid. We get a little bit of tailings out of that. So that'd be interesting to see what turns out of that, or what comes out of that stuff. Okay, we got that. We got that. We got that and that. Okay, here is quartz processing. We take our crushed quartz now, and we're throwing it into a ball mill, and we're getting a little bit of gravel out of it. You know, so we're processing it a little further, and now we're getting powderized quartz. Add a little bit of sand to it, or a lot of sand to it, and we get, instead of I think it's, I don't know if it's 2 to 50. I don't know what it is. I can't remember what the current recipe is, but we get 50 molten glass out of that. And then there's 2 new recipes here for glassware. We can use heat already, which I didn't want to do because it was too much to deal with. But we got boron trioxide, which is kind of an interesting one to get. The rubber stopper, and 120 molten glass. We get 4 glassware, which is 40, 80, 120. That's 3. So yeah, that's not too bad. That's a pretty good one. Then we got this one here, a quartz tube. I don't know what we're going to be using this for. Boron trioxide, and here's where the rare earth oxides come into play. Adding that to the molten glass, we get quartz tubes. I don't know what we're going to use those for. We'll see. And then we get 5 glassware for this sucker here. Boron trioxide, rubber stopper, molten glass, and hot air gives us the glassware 5. So that's why I want to spend my time really getting a good heated brick recipe, you know. Because we're going to need it. Let's see, silicon carbide. Yeah, let's do this one here. This is a nightmare. I'm not going over that right now. We're going to do that later. Next. Coke, graphite, and powdered quartz together make this green 6 stuff in an electric arc furnace. I'd like to see that in operation. That'd be kind of cool. All right, then we got that. All right, there's still a lot of research coming. There is a lot. Holy cow. It's never ending. See, look, this is the next science pack that we're probably going to be getting into. Oh my God, don't even look at it. Whoa. Sorry for the cut there. I know I do this because I talk about stuff and then things break, and then I'm like, oh, things are broken. I better go fix them. And then, yeah, the episode ends up becoming 2 hours long. All right, well, as you can see, the research is done. Magic of editing. Holy cow. So, yeah, that's done. And I'd like to queue up more. Let's do this one here. Ooh, biomass processing. Okay. Dried biomass. Can we do... Oh, I hope we could do biome. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, this is good. This is the stuff that I was looking at. I want this because it'll help make our biomass more viable. Oh, there's the quartz tube. All right, cool. Dried biomass, quartz tube, silicon carbide, nitrogen. Ooh, we get bio oil and a potential 75% return on a quartz tube. So what the heck is this bio oil, and why do we need a quartz tube? Heavy oil refinery. What is this saying? Anything? It's got a fuel value of 800 kilojoules. Bio oil. Oh, okay. So it's like an oil product. Maybe we're going to use it in some other stuff. This is what I'd like to do. In a pulp mill, we can take biomass and get powdered biomass. It's a 1-to-1, and I was looking at this. the fuel value goes up to 500 kilojoules. That is going to make a huge difference in our power. So we'll be able to do some stuff with biomass, with power. Powdered biomass, we get fine, powdered, and biomass back. We have to have a cycle through this, which is kind of cool, and that's in an automated screener. 750 for the powdered. And it's a 30 to 18, but we get a little bit, back. So we might get some reduction in power. It might be a balance. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. And then we have dried biomass from fine, and it's a 1-to-1. 1.2 megajoules. So here's where you're really starting to see use for the biomass, so we can run it through the system here. Condensates. Now, we can take bio oil, we get raw coal and ash and condensates. And I'm going to show you the power of condensates. We unlocked some tech, and oh my gosh, let me tell you. So we take the bio oil, which is from dried biomass and all this other stuff, and we can make condensates. And I'm telling you, condensates are very powerful. And we got bio oil right to raw coal. Pretty cool. Really set that up. This thing, oh my god. Okay, carbon dioxide, methanol, ammonia gives us formaldehyde. Oh wait, formaldehyde. And methanol gets kicked back out. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. This is formaldehyde. All right. So biotech stage 2. Oh, albumin and flutic PP6. What the hell is this? Artificial blood? What? Holy cow. And then we've got, formic acid. Formaldehyde, water, and sulfuric acid in a DDC gives us formic acid. Guess what, folks? Our Raux will no longer be needed if we can get this system up and running. Cobalt fluoride. We ran that research in the last cut. And what was that? Decalin. And we get Futech PP6, which is here. Okay, the cobalt and decalin. What the heck is that? Here's the decalin in a chemical plant. Nextlit, titanium, aromatics, and hydrogen. Okay. Oh, brain to lard in a bioreactor. Interesting. Oh, and here's another. Why? I don't know why this is here. 50 hydrogen chloride from guts. We already have this, I thought. Maybe it's biomass. No, I don't know. I can't remember now. And here's use for blood. The albumin. Or albumin. Blood to whatever that is. Fetal serum. Glassware, guts, and silver plate. Interesting. Urea to ammonia. That's I think that's going backwards now. Pressurized water and anthropod blood gives us organic solvent. It looks like we're going to have... Oh, interesting. Subcritical water. Pressurized water, hot air. Subcritical water. So I think that's another way to get the subcritical water. Which is, we're using that up here. From what I remember. Yeah, right here. And we're using biomass instead of heat. Interesting. So we can pull away from biomass and kind of get more of a reliable system there. Okay. Now, what else we got here? We queued that up. I'm going to save this stuff for later. Oh, here we go. What's this now? Oh, okay. I was like, why is it yellow? Because we have this. So we unlock all this stuff. Oh, my God. Coralex, new animal. Easy squeeze ranch? Are you kidding me? Semi-automated milking station. Due to climatization, this building consumes a lot of energy to keep the temperature down. And they're not lying. 878 kilowatts. Oh my god. Coralex milk and hydrogen chloride gives us a casein mixture and wastewater. Casein pulp. Casein mixture and water. Muddy sludge. Casein pulp. Stage 1. Then we have a stage 2. Oh, dear. Casein. Well, I don't know what this is used for. Casein pulp stage 2 goes to casein. Empty milk barrel. Oh, wow. Steel plate. Okay, cool. Oh, dear. Coralex. This is how we spin one up. Poor alien sample. Coralex codex. Cow DNA. Oh, it's a cow. Biosample cDNA fish. Fetal serum and artificial blood. Okay, that's this stuff over here, right here. Okay, wow. Okay, that's a lamp. Okay, that's the codex. Oh my god, Coralex food. What is this mess? Meat, flora, kikcalc seeds. Okay, that's going to come into play now. Fish, mushroom, seaweed, tin plate for the container. Salt, steam, and fish oil. And we get Coralex food. Here's the cage, Coralex. Oh yeah, and then, yeah, you can, I didn't realize that you can cage them and uncage them. I'm like an idiot. I know, it was mentioned in a comment a while back. I forget some, you know, but I do read all comments, and I do comment on them. If I can read it, and I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying, I'll just heart it, you know, that means I read it. Coralex pup, tupfra seeds, Coralex food, water, fish hydrosate barrel. Wow, we got to feed it that stuff. Okay. And then we got this one here, tufra. Oh, that's like the potato. Coralex pup. Oh, we got so much work cut out for us. We got bones. When we render it, bones, meat, skin, lard, guts, cage, brain, and blood. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary there. And then we got a filled milk barrel. We got to put water, empty milk barrel, Coralex food, fish, and tufra. And we get an empty barrel from the water, but we get filled milk barrel. So we got to feed them. Put the milk barrel in there, and we get this milk now. Oh, damn. We need to get logistics science packs for this now. And a generic Earth DNA sample. Wow, we're upgrading. Coralex milk and acetic acid gives us casein mixture and wastewater. Okay. Filled milk barrel. Okay. Oh, it's just barreling. Okay. And then we've got an empty. Okay, so we gotta fill it and empty it. Oh, I guess. Yeah. Okay. What's this stuff now? Oh, Moondrop stage 2. Soil now. Moondrop seeds, water, and hydrogen gives us 8 moondrops. Improved moondrops, soil, fertilizer, moondrop seeds, moondrop 2, those, hydrogen, and 1,000 water. And this is where we're going to have to do, you know, our biolab stuff, you know. We're going to have to spin this up. Oh, decalin. Oh, it's calin, decalin. Now, you know, when you look at it a second time, sometimes it makes sense. So we got ash, fertilizer, moondrop seeds, hydrogen, and decalin. And then we get, oh, it's a guaranteed 5. 5 improved moondrops. Oh, but we need the seeds. Yeah, okay. And here are the seeds. 4 improved moondrops. We get 2 guaranteed. 50% chance to get the 4 of them in total. We get a guaranteed 2 moondrop MK2. And a potential to get 2 more. 50-50 shot. And then we get moondrop seed kicked back out. 50-50 chance to get 2. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this. Fertilizer, moondrop seeds, and water. Oh, 80 methane. Okay. So this is a way to get methane if you want to use the animal route. Oh, more animals. Water invertebrates. Oh my god. What is this? A sponge culture. And it's Zyhifo pool. I think that's right. Grow deep ocean alien mollusks that concentrate nutrients from water. Oh, cool. All right. And here they are. Sea sponge. Nice. Poor alien sample and sea sponge. Okay. And then we've got the codex. Okay. Sea sponge DNA. Oh, it's using the automation science pack. Generic DNA. Sea sponge sprouts, muddy sludge, zognobacteria, kicks out saline water. Oh, it needs quartz ore. Oh, and then we can get quartz ore from the sea sponge sprouts. Say that 10 times. 2 sea sponge sprouts. Oh, sea sponge to the sprouts. All right. Poor alien sample, Vrow cocoon. And we need that codex from the xylopho. Oh, crustacean DNA. Okay, makes sense. Biosample cDNA water. Fetal serum. Wow, okay. Lamp, green wire, simple circuit glass for the for that codex. Rendering. Is that what this is? No. This is larva. Oh, wow. Filtration media, sap, fish food, xylopho. Photoplankton. Is it photo or phyto? I want to say it's photoplankton. Now I'm kind of pressurized water. Xylopho larva, and we get the xylopho back. So that's a breeding program. And then we get the wastewater out of that. Yep. And then we got MK1, xylopho, filtration, fish food. Okay. 80% return. So what are we getting from this? We're getting an MK1. Oh, 80% for an MK1 from a larva. Okay, and that's how we spin up our, our processes. Oh, and then we render it. We get, oh, this is the shell. Okay, we get, oh, an arthropod blood. Okay, so we chop them up. We get meat, shell, guts, and the arthropod blood. All right. There's the codex for a zipper. Interesting. A zipper. And then the crustacean DNA, logistic science pack. Oh, it's a zipper. Okay. All right. Interesting. Start that research there. Okay, what else we got? Genetics, stage 3. Cryostatics. I know the pronunciation. Cryostatics. Don't. Words are hard. Let's just move on. Oh, we got a plastic bar, glassware, plasmid, sea sponge, and decal. Yeah, okay. My mind's a mush right now. There's so much going on here. Oh, retrovirus. This is a different one, and we get 3 of them: steel, glassware, laboratory, instrument, Vrow, petri dish, liquid nitrogen. That's a better one. Okay. Primers. 0.7. Laboratory instrument, incubator, petri dish, sap, fogue, and phytoplankton. So we're basically throwing resources into this, hoping we get the primer out. Wow. Interesting. DNA, polymerase, glassware, laboratory instrument, Vrow cocoon, retrovirus, and Arcwood honey. Yeah, gene lab. I'm wondering if this is going to be production stuff, because that means we have to build stuff. Like, we have to literally train around retrovirus, Vrow cocoons, laboratory instruments, glassware, because there's going to be so much going on. Good. Oh, dear. This is what we need for the next science pack. Plastic. Poor alien sample. Glassware. Biosample. Oh, no. DNA. Polymerase, primers, microfiber, Corlax milk, formide, Arcwood venom. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh my god. That's insane. Let's look at this one. Because, yeah, we'll get to that one later. Melamine. Oh. Melamine to plastic. 20 plastic bar. Casein, hot air, and formaldehyde. Oh, okay. All right. I like that. Alrighty. All that research is complete once again. Now, I don't want this to be a research video episode. So I have a project that we got to get on, and it's involving being over here, and I already got this kind of prepped up. Raw coal, 327 million. That'll last a million years. And I'm going to be I got to get this out of here. Well, I got to rebuild it. Okay, so I'm leaving this in until this new one is done. So we got to basically create a new power plant that is more viable, that's going to kick us more power. And one of the things that's going on, the base is calming down right now, as you can see. Look at this thing. 50 megawatts just for that. So yeah, I got, it's 1.2 megawatts isn't correct because there's some things that aren't running. They'll run but not. When it's under load, it'll kick down. But yeah, the power's been popping into the 0.5 megawatt range. So we're gonna have to, basically double our power, if not more. So the other problem I'm having is ash, and it's kind of interesting. I have 11,000 here now because it's been calming down. Oh, I redid this. It's now officially a stop. Fill up, sit, wait, because we have basically 3 stops we're going to with ash. So ash is a commodity that we need in mass. And I was running out of ash, believe it or not. So I had to hook in raw coal to burn quicker so that we could get the ash up and running. Now, what I do is I'll pop these belts up. I'll just rotate them. And that way I'm running off of this other stuff here. The crushed coal and stuff like that. But we're going to up our ante here. We're going to get trains on a different coal type. And I have this in Helmod here. So I'll go through the briefly here. We'll go through this. So all we need is 7 miners for this too. And I can expand this. I'm going with the output is a 3rd belt of coarse coal. The main purpose here is, number 1, getting trains on coal instead of wood. I had a problem with wood. As I've been running the research and stuff, I've been watching the base. There's a lot of stuff that I got to go over with the base and what I've done. But I wanted to do this project here. So I wanted to get trains on coal to get ash, and then from those. So we're going to have a fuel stop coming here. If the trains aren't going to, when they're not being fueled, if we have a surplus of coarse coal, we're going to prioritize to burn that off first, because this whole system will lock up if the coarse coal isn't burned. There's 2 other things here going on. We want, obviously, the coal dust for other processes. And this product here, the crushed coal, is basically getting us these products here. We need the coal for the coal gas and syngas, basically. So this is going to become a tar and coal gas and syngas outpost. So we're going to be able to manage all that here, at least for the most part. Now, the tar is going to be managed via sinkhole. So if we have too much, we got to sinkhole it. The coal, if we don't need it for coal dust, or the coal gas and syngas, we're going to burn it in our plants, coal plants. So we're hopefully this whole system will work, and I'm going to put it under test, under load, and make sure it all works and stuff. So this is so that I can get rid of this mess here, right here. Now I also want to make coke, and have coke kind of for a steel build later on. But we're gonna burn it off. We have to kind of do some shell games with it, because I'm not ready for coke yet. But we can make the coke and let it sit, and once it fills up, then we'll just keep burning the coal and the coarse coal. So the coarse coal and coal will be burned to keep the system up and running, keep our power going. But we're going to have coke as well out of this. So we're going to use these DDCs and all that. And, the other thing is the coke can be used, excess coke can be used to build, to get the tar. So what we're doing here is we have a 3D. We'll have a 3-bank DDC. First one is, we're gonna no 2 banks. We're gonna take the coal like this and make it into coke. Yeah. So we're getting, with the crushing, we're getting the coal. So we don't need this system here. So the raw coal gets crushed. We get, we go through all that stuff. We take the coal though and make coke, save it. Whatever is left over, we're gonna prioritize, to make the coal gas and stuff. And that's how you get rid of excess coke. So we're gonna use that process. All right, so we're out here. Now let's do. I don't have because it took so much time to to do the episode, to do all the research. I mean, that's so deep. Let me go over this real quick here. I found this recipe and we unlocked it, but I hadn't had time to really look at it. I'm taking the excess condensates and we're getting BTX. And the BTX is 1 megajoule, and I'm basically feeding it to this intermetallics and the iron nexylate antimony super special alloy, and it's relieved the burden off of trying to use kerosene. Kerosene's at 27,000, the gasoline's at 25. That's times 3. And this condensate is a very powerful fuel source. We also get this refined natural gas. And this is what I think we just unlocked these not too long ago. Gas refineries. These are going to help us out a lot with a lot of byproducts. And we can get a lot of good fuel and stuff out of it. But for now, I'm using the BTX for powering this. And if I run out of fuel, like gasoline, I'm patching it in over here just to kind of keep stuff up and running until we can get a dedicated fuel source, which is on the list of things to do. But I haven't had to mess with kerosene. It's been running. I haven't ran out of kerosene. And once I got the BTX on this system here to fuel this, the gasoline's been pretty solid. I haven't had to worry about it. In fact, I built up on light oil, which is cool. Now I've run landfill to get the shale oil up to a certain point. So I did have to do that. But until we can get on to other, greener pastures, I still have to kind of micromanage things a little bit just to get through the research as far as fuel is going. But there's some other things I'll go over, but let's do this first. All right, what do we got here? Let's see here. I'm going to get this pinned. And here we are. Get that out of there. So first thing is we need these 30 of these things. And let's just plop it down. Get that over there. Now, we have to be cognizant of this. Now, we're going to get we have 2 belts of coal here. 7 miners, which is kind of interesting. So I just went with 8. And I have, I'm not going to power it up till we're ready to key this up. So our coarse coal is 2 belts. Now, so we're going to have 15 per belt. All right. And then we're going to have 3 outputs. 1 input, 3 out. So we have to figure that out. So let's go ahead and now we can take a look at this here. We got 0.2, 1.34, and 0.67. So if we split that in half, we go 15 and 15, we can put our coal dust and filter it out at the end of the belt along with this crushed coal. This is going to have to be 2 belts. And so we're going to go 15. Well, if we do 15 on 1 belt of coal, we're going to split this in half. So we're actually going to have less than a belt on 1 half on each of the halves. So we'll be fine. We'll be able to kick this out all on 1 belt. Except this is a belt. Oh, that's going to be a half as well. Was that 10? 10 is that's 10. So it'll be 5, 10, and 1.5. So 5. Yeah, so we're over. We can't combine this whole thing and then filter at the end. So we'll just take 2 belts. We'll do the coarse coal and the coal ash together, and then we'll filtered at the end. And then the coal will be on a separate belt. So we'll do that. Yeah. And we got these fancy things here. Ho, 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 ho. Let's make sure we got this on here. Okay. And now, I think the coal will kick out in the middle. And then the coarse and the coal dust will kick out maybe from here. But I think I want to go... Let's give ourselves some room here. Now, this will be a kind of interesting build. So, I'm going to... This will be our coal. All right. So, we're going to have 1.34. That means a full belt. If we do this in half... Wait a minute. Let's see here. So, what I'm thinking... Yeah, it's going to be... Well, it's less than 2 belt. It's 1 and, a third belt of coal coming out of this section here. So we could do a dual belt, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it like this because... Whoops. When we go to our next segment here, you'll see that it's going to fail here. 1, 2, 3, I think. And when we want to kick these out here, we're not gonna be able to get them into this system here. Or we have to have a wider belt system. We have to actually pick into... If we want to do this, this belt has nowhere to go. So we have to widen it out if we do this, So we'll have to... probably best to do 1 belt and then combine at the end, is what I'm thinking. So I'll speed this part up as I theory craft this because it'll waste time if I'm sitting here thumping my head on it. So I'll speed this part up. I kind of know what I need to do, and you'll see the end result once I'm done. All right, let's fire this monster up. This thing, oh boy, it got out of control quick, man. I'm like, whoa. I could probably get rid of some power poles. Maybe not that one though. Let's see here. That one. Oh, I gotta put one in there. Ah, crap. I was running up here to make sure there was nothing blinking. I must have took my eye off the ball there. So we'll go there. There we go. And you know what? I want to put a radar down. You know, this is like Angels, but worse. I'll go here for now. All right. So, well, let me explain this down here. I'm temporarily, well, not temporarily, but I'm going to trying to get everything consolidated here. Maybe I'll go, you know, this is the coal dust here. And this is the crushed coal thing. Is that what that's called? Yeah. And I want to kick it out on this side here. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do this. That way it's all in one case here. I got to go out here, though, you know. So I think I'm going to have to do that. I want to keep it all consolidated. The other option would be to use this space here and go across and consolidate onto this belt here. But I'm okay with just doing that right now. And if you look at the numbers again, it's 0.67 and 0.2. So that's 0.87 belt. So we can surely, I mean, it's separated out. It'll be separate at this point. And then, you know, so, I mean, it can, like, it's half of that on each side. And then we're going to combine it and separate it out. And then what I can do is I can maybe pull a train in here and make a yard. I mean, that's a good idea. So I can take care of the coal dust at this point. I can route. This is only 10 machines, so it's going to be 5 by 5, 5 by 2. So I can route the coal dust back up to here, into this case, bam, right on in. Or is that what I'll do? No, because I have to go out from here. So I can combine it onto this belt right here like this. Oop, like that. Because it's only that's 0.2, that's 0.1. So it's not even a half belt. So I can side load that on there, you know. Okay, let's go and get the miners powered up. Here we go. Let's go. Boom. 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 Yikes. That's a lot of coal. Slow belt. It's kind of crazy how, you know, like, yellow belt seems fast, you know. Alright, here's our coal. Yikes. Is that really that slow? Yeah, these are slow as all get out. There we go. Make sure they're all running. That's what I like about blueprinting in this game. You know, I like to come up with the design and make it tileable. Oh, I did have a problem tiling these power poles. They're not, because of the splitters and the mini loaders and all that, they're having issues. There we go. You know, spanning that whole thing in an even manner. So, yeah, you do what you can. So, let's see here. There we go. This is taking, what, 5? Oh, 3. Okay. Oh, I should cap this. That way we're not doing too much here. Because I mean, I don't mind kind of having a little buffer chest here. We're just testing this. I'd like to do creative mode testing, but I like to do it real time. It's kind of fun. Okay, looks like... Is this running? Oh, no, not yet. Okay, it's going to take a while to spin up. The Helmut's pretty good at resolving this stuff. It's the creatures that we have trouble with, and I'm gonna have to rethink that. How I'm handling the creatures. I might have to plan for error in the fact that we won't get a craft on something, whereas this stuff you can kind of go with it, you know. Okay, there we go. And almost. There we go. Perfect. A little bit of overage. That's what we want. Yeah, you kind of want that. A little bit of boop, you know, to keep the next craft going there. And there we go. Perfect. Boy, Helmut does a really good job with things like this that are kind of static. And there we go. That's a lot of coal we just generated. Oh, and this is going to start backing up. Yeah, so it's still not under a load, you know, like when it's consistent, you know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, good. Very good. It looks like it's all full there and everything. Yeah, I mean, this is how many you need with these slow, you know, the yellow machines. Okay, so that is done. This one here. Okay, now we got the screeners. And this will be interesting here. Let's kind of keep it in line, you know, give ourselves a little room. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to have a train come in here, and we want to give ourselves room. So we're going to pull in the coarse coal, which is here. Oh, okay. You know what? Now that I think about it, we need 0.67. Maybe... Well, I suppose I could just pull this down. Oh. Yeah, you know what I'm going to have to do here is we're going to have to underground from there to here in order to clear this out, you know, because we're going to go out right to a train from there. So that'll be fine. And we got 10 of these things with 3 out. Oh yeah, so the ash, we're just gonna take the ash out via filter, and we're gonna. Ooh, you know what? We got that coal up there. How much coal is coming out of this thing now? That's another. Oh, this is gonna kick out a lot of coal too. Yeah. Wow. So we'll have to take this down, 2 belts down somewhere. Ooh, how are we gonna do that? Well, it's just taking coarse coal, and we got it right here. So we can shift this over. Oops. We can shift this over here. Maybe I can loop this up this way. That way I'm saving, like... Yeah, I like this idea. We'll go over here. Kaboom! Now this is capped. This is capped, so we're not going to have any like craziness going. Well, that's a lot of coarse coal there. Holy cow. Yikes. Let's make sure this works. There's probably a better way to do this, but we'll see. Let's see what happens. What I'm trying to do is save, like, length footprint-wise, you know, because this thing, I didn't realize how big this was going to be. I was like, oh, God, this is huge. There we go, coarse coal. Okay, so, I don't know if I probably cut this part out because I've had a couple edits and stuff. The coarse coal, if we don't have coarse coal, let's say for our trains, we're going to have a backup train stop that runs off of straight coal. And we'll disable the coarse coal stop if it, say, gets to 1,000 or something. You know, whatever, some number. What happened? Coal dust. Why are you, Oh. Why are you backing up? Does it have to be whitelist? Oh, it has to be whitelist? Oh. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it defaulted to... What the heck? Oh, I didn't kick these out. Ah. Yeah, I forgot about these. Okay, never mind. That's easy. Forgot to tie these in. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. That's taken care of there. So this is, this one. So why are you working? You're whitelisted. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, that was my bad. Okay, now why are you not... Oh, here. This one. There we go. I gotta make sure I got all these right. Yeah, that's a good way to... Glad I tested it. Okay, now I gotta tie this one in here. Oh, no, I don't. Not this one. Yeah, that is pointing that way. Okay. Now I gotta get the... Ooh. So this one... Okay, so I got this one already taken care of. Now we can pull this here. There we go. Little edits there. This goes this way and connects to this one here. There we go. Make sure they're all spinning. Because if they aren't spinning, that means there's something wrong. Ah, got coal coming out of here. Let's see. Something's not filtered correctly. Looks okay now. I don't know how that coal got out. Maybe I didn't, when I copied a filter, I didn't copy it quick enough or something. That was a good test. I'll keep an eye on it, make sure there's coal in there. If coal gets in there, it's not a big deal, but, you know, I don't want it in there, obviously. You know, I can fix it. Okay, how is this now? Oh, yeah, we're getting coal in here. That's... Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. Coal. Oh, Jesus. Well, we'll leave that uncapped, because I want it to burn through this stuff. Okay, that's fine. So let's see. I'll keep an eye on this. Because, yeah, I don't know how I got coal in there. That's interesting. Okay, I think I got all the filters. Alright, cool. Okay. Alright, so next episode, what we'll do, we'll bring some train, we'll get the train set up for the coal dust and reestablish a coal dust train here. And then we'll get the Maybe I'll do the fuel stop here too. Yeah. So we'll do coal dust in and out. Coal dust kind of yard. I think we'll do... I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to do TSM or LTN yet. Probably TSM. And then we'll get a new fueling stop here. And then we'll wean the trains off of the wood. Because the wood is not really a sustainable fuel for trains going forward, because we're going to have so many... so much stuff going on. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the new coal build. We're going to try and this is going to be a multi-parter here. Next episode, we'll do some more research. I'll queue it up. What I'll do is I'll do the queue ups. Well, I'll queue it up, let it go, and then I'll check the timing on the episode as far as how many researches there are. Or how long it takes, and then we'll carry on with this one. All right, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.